Today I'd like to share with you a devotional that was shared with us by Adam Shane from our church council. He is a pilot, and I just want to share with you another observation from Adam, because he not only writes so well, but also he has something very important to say. Listen to Adam's words. It is said that there are nearly 6 million parts in a 747 aircraft, 40,000 rivets in each wing alone. While each of those parts vary greatly in their individual form and function, each one is absolutely critical. In the practice of designing a craft to zip across Earth at a high altitude and speed, there are many important considerations. Aside from the obvious challenges of aerostructure and propulsion and flight control systems, there have to be a number of accommodations for the people on board: seating and restraints, windows, food, water, waste management, and breathing and not freezing to death, obviously at the high altitude. Now, 2 Corinthians says this in chapter 12, verses 12 through 26. This is an important passage about the body and how things work together and about playing our part. Unity and diversity in the body is like this according to the Word of God. Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free, and we were all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, "Because I'm not a hand, I do not belong to the body," it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, "Because I'm not an eye, I do not belong to the body," it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts of the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? And as it is, there are many parts, but there is one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, "I don't need you," and the head can't say to the feet, "I don't need you." On the contrary, those parts of the body that seem to be weaker, they're actually indispensable. And the parts that we think are less honorable, we treat with special honor. And the parts that are unpresentable, we treat with special modesty. While our presentable parts need no special treatment, but God has put the body together, giving great honor to the parts that lacked it, so that there should be no division in the body. One part suffers, every part suffers with it. The parts are of equal concern for each other. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. And so Adam adds this. He says, as the above passage from 1 Corinthians describes, each of us is assigned specific tasks for his kingdom, and he's faithful to thoroughly equip us for the work. 2 Timothy 3:17 tells us so. Further, a lack of function and realized purpose can undermine the work of the body and its effectiveness. We're talking about the body like is the church. And if you are uncertain of your purpose in His kingdom, seek it out. Look around and see the needs that surround you. Fill them. Be the answer to someone's prayer. In all service, great and small, when done for King and kingdom, we all rejoice and are honored together. I might add that God is glorified. Adam signs off many blessings, but he adds this P.S. that I think is important to say. Also, may we not put the feet where the mouth should be. I hope you remember that.